Imagine a city so grand, so fortified, it was deemed unconquerable. A glittering jewel of the ancient world, protected by walls of mythical proportions and a mighty river that flowed through its very heart. This was Babylon, the legendary metropolis, a testament to human ingenuity and power. But even the most formidable defenses can harbor a fatal flaw, a secret vulnerability waiting to be exploited. Tonight, we journey back thousands of years to unravel the astonishing tale of how Babylon, the impregnable, fell not to a frontal assault, but to a whisper of water, a hidden path, and the audacious genius of an enemy who dared to think differently. Our story begins in the 6th century BCE, within the majestic walls of Babylon. Under Nebuchadnezzar II, this Mesopotamian marvel was transformed into a legendary capital, adorned with colossal ziggurats, the famed Ishtar Gate, and the Hanging Gardens. One of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, Babylon pulsed with life. It was a center of culture, trade, and astonishing architectural ambition, a beacon of civilization whose grandeur was whispered across continents, making it seem eternal. What truly set Babylon apart were its defenses. 2 immense concentric walls, Image-Enlil and Nimish-Enlil, rose hundreds of feet, thick enough for chariots to turn upon their tops. A wide, deep moat surrounded them, fed by the Euphrates River itself. The river also flowed directly through the city, providing water and an additional, seemingly impenetrable, natural barrier. For centuries, Babylon was considered unassailable, a fortress whose sheer scale and design deterred any potential conqueror. Its people felt absolutely secure, confident in their city's eternal strength. But across the vast plains, a new power was ascendant, the Achaemenid Persian Empire, led by the brilliant and ruthless Cyrus the Great. Cyrus had forged a sprawling dominion, conquering Lydia and Media, creating an empire stretching from the Aegean Sea to Central Asia. Babylon stood as the last great obstacle to his complete dominance of the Near East. With a reputation for both military genius and surprising clemency, Cyrus set his sights on the Golden City, preparing for what many believed would be a futile campaign. In 539 BCE, Cyrus arrived with his formidable army before the walls of Babylon. He knew a direct assault was suicidal. No battering ram or scaling ladder could overcome such defenses. The sheer height and thickness of the walls, combined with the deep moat and the river, rendered traditional siege tactics useless. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The Persian army camped outside, frustrated, while inside, the Babylonians laughed from their secure ramparts, their granaries full, their water supply limitless thanks to the Euphrates. Within Babylon, life continued with an air of arrogant confidence. King Nabonidus, though absent, left his son Belshazzar in charge, who, according to biblical accounts, hosted lavish feasts, seemingly oblivious to the existential threat just beyond the walls. The city's inhabitants believed their divine protection and architectural prowess made them invincible. This false sense of security, this hubris, would prove to be their undoing, blinding them to the possibility of a truly unconventional attack. Cyrus, a master strategist, understood that brute force wouldn't work. He needed to find Babylon's Achilles heel. He observed the mighty Euphrates, the city's lifeblood and primary defense, flowing through it. He conceived a daring, almost unthinkable plan to use the river itself, not as an obstacle to be overcome, but as a secret passage, a clandestine tunnel into the heart of the city. It was a gamble of epic proportions, relying on engineering prowess and an enemy's overconfidence. Cyrus commanded his army to embark on a colossal engineering project. Upstream from Babylon, they began digging a vast network of canals and trenches designed to divert the Euphrates River's flow into a massive reservoir or a new, temporary riverbed. This required an immense labor force and incredible coordination. The Babylonians, observing the digging from afar, likely dismissed it as a desperate, pointless act of an increasingly frustrated besieger, never grasping its true purpose. Then came the night. According to ancient historians like Herodotus and Xenophon, on a specific night of a Babylonian festival, perhaps the Akita New Year celebration or Belshazzar's infamous feast, Cyrus put his plan into action. The dams were opened, and the Euphrates, gradually but dramatically, began to recede. Its mighty waters, which had protected Babylon for centuries, slowly dropped, revealing the muddy riverbed beneath the city walls. An unseen path was now exposed. As the river's level plummeted, the massive bronze gates that usually sealed off the Euphrates passage through Babylon, or the low-lying sections of the walls, were now accessible. Astonishingly, due to the Babylonians' overconfidence or the festive distractions, these river gates were either left unguarded or were not considered a threat. The very water that was Babylon's strength had now become its most profound weakness, creating a secret, watery tunnel directly into the heart of the city. Under the cloak of darkness, Persian soldiers, led by Gobrias, stealthily marched along the exposed riverbed. They slipped through the now dry or shallow-watered river gates, directly into the city. There was no siege equipment needed, no walls to scale. From within, they quickly overwhelmed the scattered guards, ignited the city, and opened the main land gates. The celebration within Babylon instantly turned to panic and chaos as the unconquerable city was invaded not from without, but from within. The city fell swiftly, and according to many accounts, with surprisingly little bloodshed, a testament to Cyrus's strategic genius and the sheer surprise of the attack. Belshazzar was killed, and Babylon, the glorious and supposedly impregnable capital, was now under Persian control. Cyrus entered Babylon as a liberator rather than a destroyer, respected by many for his policies. The Great Walls remained, but their impregnability had been utterly disproven by a secret water tunnel, a feat of engineering and deception that echoed through history. The fall of Babylon is more than just a tale of ancient conquest. It's a profound lesson in strategy, hubris, and the unexpected vulnerabilities that can lie hidden even within the greatest strengths. It reminds us that no fortress, no matter how grand, is truly unconquerable when faced with ingenuity and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. The secret water tunnel that brought down Babylon stands as an enduring testament to the power of unconventional thinking, a silent whisper in the annals of history that changed the course of empires forever.